Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me on this episode of Val Talks Pets. I've got a super exciting episode as Tammy Fox from Pumpkin and Friends Charity is back with an update on recent incredible milestones and an update on some certain challenges that has quite tested pumpkin power. So let's get to it. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Val Talks Pets, the forum for pet parents and enthusiasts alike. Having been in the pet industry for over 10 years now, I'm going to share with you issues and questions that arise as I work with pet parents on a day-to-day basis. I am not a veterinarian, but I do have certifications in canine, feline, small animal, fish and herptile, and avian health and nutrition from the University of California, Davis Extension. Hi, Tammy. Welcome back to Val Talks Pets. It's so good to see you.
Hi, Val. Are you okay?
It's great. All's good. I'm so happy to get you back on because we got lots to talk about. So I thought what we would do is start talking about one of the really fun things that's happened because there's so many things that have happened to you since February. I cannot believe that it was only February that we talked and how much has happened to you in this length of time.
Life is definitely crazy. It's always a whirlwind. But yeah, a lot has happened since February.
Really has. Oh my goodness. So we've got a few things to talk about. So let's talk about the first thing, who I just think it's just amazing. And you can tell us how this happened, but you have a new family member and his name is Bear.
Yes, he is a German Shepherd cross Rottweiler. He's amazing. He is a beautiful dog. It's been tested. I'm not going to lie. We've had him now 3 weeks.
Oh my
The first week was a whirlwind.
God.
Obviously, he wasn't meant to come and live with us. He is a dog that was surrendered to our charity back in September of last year. He was born with hip dysplasia in both hips.
Oh, that's
And,
how he ends up going to your charity. Okay.
yeah, and basically his family they were desperate. They just couldn't afford his veterinary care and giving him what he needed.
Hmm.
And Pumpkin and Friends charity were reached out to, and we agreed to help.
Hmm.
He then went to go and live with a foster family, Joanne and her family. Again, a wonderful family. They've literally made Bear the dog that he is today, and we are so grateful. But me and Richard and Team Pumpkin, we had to do some serious fundraising to try and help him, which did include Richard having his back waxed
I remember
live.
that. Oh my God, what a trooper.
Yeah, he's still having nightmares. But yeah, basically we reached our target of £20,000 and Bear had his first hip replacement,
Oh,
being his right hip. But sadly, the circumstances changed with his foster family.
oh.
Um, and me and Richard, we couldn't see him being passed from pillar to post, and we knew he had another hip replacement coming up.
Mhm.
So we stepped in, and Bear has come to live with us.
Can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So he came to you, and so how did the first little week go?
Do you know what? It wasn't as bad as what we were thought it was going to be.
Okay.
We had been told by somebody that he was quite domineering and quite
Oh,
aggressive.
oh.
And it was also advised by a trainer
Mm.
um, that Bear shouldn't particularly live with other dogs. Um, so we were very concerned, very apprehensive, and very stressed.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do things slowly and gently.
Hmm.
We knew that Bear obviously had to come into our home and meet the rest of our family, being Pumpkin, Smiggle, Ernie, the cats, the guinea
Yeah,
pigs,
the
the
guinea.
children. So we hired a local paddock that's here in Lincoln,
Okay.
and basically we got Bear used to us as a family first, as in just the humans,
Yep.
and spent time with him. He was very, very stressed. He doesn't travel particularly well, and
Mm.
he's very, very confused. He just recovered. Well, he's just come out of 6 weeks crate rest.
Uh,
Um, and he was a ball of energy. He's only a puppy, so he was a ball of energy, very, very confused. So we just spent time with him. We had a trainer with us as well that obviously monitored his behavior and kind of, yeah, his body language.
mhm.
And they said that they couldn't see anything to be concerned of, and now it was time to start introducing our dogs to him.
Mhm.
So the first dog was Smiggle because she's the most placid dog that we have,
Mhm.
and there was no problem at
Wow.
all. Bear obviously had to remain on a lead because we've had to take the recovery of his hip really, really slowly.
Right.
He still hasn't really been able to run or jump. He's not able to go upstairs as yet.
Oh.
Um, yeah, well, tomorrow we're going to Bristol, which is about 3.5 hours away from where we live,
Ooh.
and he's having an X-ray. So we'll be having the all clear from the hip that's been operated on,
Oh.
and then they'll be doing X-rays on the left hip to
Mhm.
talk about the next step
Right.
to his surgery.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, so the journey isn't over yet. We've got a lot to consider, which again is going to have an impact on the rest of the things that are going on with the charity at the moment, which we will talk
Yeah.
about. But Bear has to be our top priority. And once he's had this hip surgery, he's got to have 6 weeks crate rest. So we've got to make sure
Oh my God,
that we are
again.
here at home with him and he's rested. And yeah, so
Oh,
until we know what that date is going to be,
yeah.
everything else is on hold at the moment.
Right. Oh,
But yeah,
so then who? So you introduced Smiggle, and then who was
yes,
the
we
next?
introduced Smiggle, absolutely no problem.
Mhm.
So the next dog was Pumpkin.
Oh,
Um, so
also pets.
so Pumpkin was in her wheels,
Hmm.
and Bear, I don't think had ever seen a dog in a wheelchair before, and definitely wasn't used to small dogs,
Mm.
and didn't quite know how to interact with Pumpkin. But within a couple of minutes, Pumpkin had already like become boss and was already telling him what he can, what he can't do. And Bear literally just went to the floor, went to the ground, laid there, and just let Pumpkin sniff
Wow.
him, touch him, play with him. He knew,
Yep.
and it was lovely to watch. So yeah, that was great. That went really
Fantastic.
well.
Yep.
So we got a bit confident,
Yep.
as you do. So next was Ernie,
Yep.
and we were terrified,
Really?
absolutely terrified, not because of Bear, but because of Ernie. With Ernie being an ex-Romanian street dog,
Mhm.
he's very reactive.
Oh.
Um, he's very nervous, and we still don't fully understand Ernie. Not going to lie, we've had him 2 years now,
Mhm.
and he is a very complex dog.
Oh, okay.
Very,
Oh,
yeah, and he's very sensitive as well. Very sensitive.
okay.
Uh, so what we did is we walked up and down each side of the paddock
Mhm.
so that they could see each other but couldn't touch each other. So we mimicked the walk, making sure that they were being able to sniff, look, and see what was happening. Ernie, for 3 hours, wanted to literally kill Bear.
No.
um, yeah, he was not giving in. If we had let him loose in the paddock, he would have attacked Bear.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, again we were terrified and we're thinking, oh my God, like it's going to be night soon. Bear's getting tired. We've got to get Bear into our home. What are we going to do? And the trainer said, I'm going to bring Ernie into the paddock and I'm going to let them get close. We'll
Oh,
keep them on leads and we'll see. And nothing happened. Literally,
oh,
Ernie sniffed Bear's bum. Bear sniffed Ernie's bum. Bear laid on the floor like he did when he
pumpkin.
met Pumpkin. And Ernie just sat there. It was really surreal, really surreal.
Really?
And
Yeah.
within 10 minutes, they'd become friends.
That's insane.
It's yeah,
Wow.
it was crazy. And we've not had an issue ever since we brought them all back to the home, back to the house. And we've not had any fights, any snarling, nothing, no aggression. They are inseparable. They've actually become best buddies.
Wow. Incredible. That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
That's interesting because I just saw a little video where they showed these two dogs. There's a fence between them, they're neighbor dogs, and
Mhm.
they're snarling, showing their teeth and everything. They pull open the fence gate and then they're all like, oh, hi, how are you?
Yeah,
You put the
yeah,
gate back and then again. It was when they're separated by something, they're all angry. And then when they can see each other face to face, oh, yeah, no problem. So
yeah.
something like
It's
that.
it's completely crazy. Even the trainer that was there
Mm-hmm.
said that Bear was showing no signs of aggression towards Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie at the beginning, when he first got into the paddock, we thought, oh my God, he's going to bite Bear, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
he just didn't. It's as though he just clicked and thought, oh, I've just got to be friends with this dog. This I'm tired. Just yeah. And
Okay.
like I say, even when they came to the house,
Yeah.
and obviously they're in this territory, they've
Yeah.
actually now they are all bonded and they're a pack. So we take them for walks together. They lay next to each other. They share the sofa. Um, yeah, it's honestly
It
crazy.
is.
So
That's
it's
amazing.
good.
Yeah, that's great. It's
Yeah.
almost like from what you described, I don't think Bear is an alpha dog. It
No,
sounds
it's
more like
definitely not.
he sort of just steps back, especially the lying down and saying, okay,
Yes.
the alpha is Pumpkin. She
Mhm.
rules the
Yes.
roost, right? So she dictates what everybody does. And he obviously picked up on that and just went, nope, I acquiesce to you. And that obviously made a big difference for Ernie. Wow.
It's as though Ernie looked at his pack, Ernie and Smiggle and Pumpkin, sorry, and thought, "Would you know what? They like this dog and they're not scared of this dog. I'll give it a go."
There we go.
Um, but it's wonderful, honestly.
Great.
So now
Hmm.
things are a lot calmer.
Good.
Bear has decompressed, so he's now learnt to trust me and Richard. So he's not nervous, anxious. He didn't eat,
Oh,
so we literally couldn't get him to eat for the first 6 or 7 days that he was
oh,
here. We had to take him to the vet because we were obviously worried for him.
yeah.
So he had a change in medication um, to tweak it because obviously he's highly medicated because of the pain that he's in with
Oh,
his hip. But yeah, he's a completely different dog from when he first arrived to now.
yeah.
He's just he's just so chilled. He's just so laid back. He just all he wants to do is please.
Oh.
He just wants to make you happy and please. And he had his first training session this morning. He's on a 5-week training course
Okay.
and he's already learned to sit, stay, down, paw. And today he's learnt between, so he walks around your legs, goes in between your legs and stands in front of you, and then he looks up at you. Um, and he mastered that within 20 minutes.
That's amazing. Oh,
So
what a
very
smarty
intelligent.
pants.
Yeah, very intelligent dog.
Oh, oh, and he's a lovely dog. I mean, he's very beautiful. And I can, and he was hugging with your son, and yeah.
Yeah, he grew up. So the previous owners had him from a puppy,
Mm,
and they had children, um, and they had boys. So I think that's what Bear's been used to,
yeah.
and the foster family also had a big family, and there was two younger boys in the family. So Bear definitely does like children.
Good.
But my son, he's Ziggy. He's obsessed.
Yeah.
It's like Bear is his best friend. It's
He's,
it's it's so cute.
he's his person.
Yes, definitely,
Yeah.
100%.
He's his person.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yes,
amazing. I know there's
yeah.
a little bit too, when we fostered our dog first, before we
Mhm.
adopted him. It was a foster to adopt. I didn't know that at first because my husband was the one who arranged that. And I had said, well, what happens after because he had a condition too. What happens after he's better? Does he go up for adoption? And then he said, well, actually, it's foster
Yeah.
to adopt. I said, oh, is it now? Okay. But I went to pick him up at the shelter to bring him home. And I found out very quickly he didn't know how to go upstairs. So when I came into the house from the garage and to come up the stairs, he couldn't come up the stairs. He didn't know how. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, okay. And because he was a community dog, so he comes from the north
yeah.
and living on a
I,
reservation. Yeah, I was
yeah,
told
I
that.
remember you telling me all
Yeah.
about him.
So then but he promptly came in the house when I got him up the stairs. I finally got him up by lifting his back end. He's a big dog. He promptly came in, went all over to my plants in the window and peed all over them.
Yeah,
Into went into the
it's a
compost,
boy thing.
took out a chicken carcass bones, ate those, and jumped up on the couch and flopped down with his head on the pillow, all within like 30 seconds. Like, what just happened? And
Yeah.
I'm like, but that is not the dog we have now. That is not.
No, it's they say, don't they? It takes a dog's true characteristics to come out. Is it 3 months? A rescue dog?
Yeah, I think
Um,
so.
so even now, I'm sure we still don't know Bear's true
Yeah.
personality. But if this is just a small fraction of what's to come,
Hmm.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
And he's definitely not going anywhere. He's definitely going to stay with us
Oh,
as our
yeah, of
another
course.
family member,
Another family
definitely.
four-legged member. Oh, well, we
Yeah.
love Bear. He's a
But
lovely
he will not be sharing our bed. That's for certain. He's too big.
Yeah, I know that feeling because Tundra does get on the bed. Luckily, he only stays for a little bit because then he gets too hot and then he jumps down and goes and lies on the floor. But when he's on there, oh my goodness, yeah, he's a big dog to have on the bed. Absolutely.
It's been so strange. So I'm only really used to little dogs like
Mhm.
Pumpkin, Sniggle, and Ernie, and where you can pick them up, um, where you don't have to worry about countertops or
Yeah,
tables.
tails
Um,
going and knocking stuff off.
oh yes, but Bear can open doors.
Oh,
So
lovely.
he opens all the doors in our house. Any our island in the kitchen, we can't have anything on it because Bear, if he stands on his back legs, can literally
Oh,
pick everything off. He can jump up onto the kitchen table, so we can't have anything on that. Yeah, it's been
that'll all change in time. He'll learn not to do that. I think he'll
yeah,
figure that out.
it's
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't do
but saying that, he
that.
gives the best cuddle. So
Oh,
you know when he's on the sofa and you snuggled up to him,
yeah.
he's just a big fluffy bear, and yeah,
Oh,
cuddles are very different, but they're lovely.
yeah. He's perfect. You
Yeah.
always sound the greatest. Oh, I'm so glad. Um, 20,000 pounds. That's amazing that you were able to raise that. We actually had to do fundraising for Tundra when he was ill, and we fundraised through the SPCA.
Mhm.
So you would have the RSPCA, and so here's the OSPCA. So we had to do the same thing, fundraise for his medical bills too, and the community came through really well and raised enough money to cover plus more. So that was helpful.
Yeah.
That's when he was in the system, So now he's obviously not because we adopted him officially, but 8 years ago.
We we will definitely have to do more fundraising because I
Yes.
think the first hip, it was just under £10,000 for his first hip. But
Oh,
what we didn't take account is there's medication per month is
yeah,
over £200 just to keep him
yeah.
out of pain. On top of that, we've had a lot of expenses, such as he likes to chew.
Mm,
Um, so we've had a lot of expenses like with his food, with his medication, with his toys,
yeah.
um, extra medical bills that we weren't prepared for. We've also had him neutered as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
So
good.
that's so yeah, and training.
Yeah.
But, it's not a problem. We'll Team Pumpkin will come together and Bear will 1,000% get everything he needs. So
Yeah, no, exactly. It's amazing how people step up just in your group is amazing. So a few little while back in February, early February, I guess, you rolled out the new pumpkin mobile. I saw that
yay!
amazing video where you were uncovering the pumpkin mobile and it was all pink and
Yes, it
decals.
couldn't be any other colour. It had to be pink. That's Pumpkin's colour.
You can see it a mile away for sure. How and this has really opened up so much for you to be able to expand where you're going to help dogs. I've noticed
Yeah,
that as well. So,
yeah.
how's the pumpkin mobile going with all your new? How's it work with putting in all of your equipment and how?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that working for you?
It's it's been nothing but successful.
Hmm.
It took the charity to the next level and made us able to go and help more disabled animals and to make sure that obviously wheelchairs were fitted correctly.
Hmm.
So Richard, he literally nearly every day will go out on the road up and down the country, sometimes traveling for 3, 4 hours at a time, and he will go and deliver the animals' wheelchairs, meet the families, and then personally fit those wheelchairs.
Hmm.
And also making sure that the dog is comfortable. Not just the dog. We've gone out and helped a sheep again and a duck. We've had our first duck.
Duck.
Um, but also the rolling workshop, the pumpkin mobile, it's a walking billboard as well. So
Hmm.
obviously we've got big images of pumpkin on it. It's bright pink. We've also got images of some other animals that we've helped. And yeah, it is. It's a rolling billboard. Wherever
Sure.
we go, it's spotted. And it's just children. Children will see us and they give us a wave down the street. It's yeah, it's we're loving it and we are so grateful. Never, ever, ever did we believe or expect to have a charity vehicle.
Hmm.
But our followers clubbed together and did all of this as a thank you, as a surprise, as a gift to the charity, and a wonderful company here, VW VW Commercials, Lincoln, I think they're called. They reached out and gave us some really good discount, and they painted the van, and
Oh,
they really helped us and recreate what I had, my vision,
yeah,
and it was spot on. And I'm
yeah.
sure from the video that we did, that was the first time I'd literally ever seen it. Richard saw it previous
Okay.
to make sure that it was as it was meant to be.
Yep.
And they covered it with a big blanket,
Yep.
and literally we took it off, and it was oh, it was just
That was
yeah.
amazing.
It was. You could tell by my
Oh
reaction. I was like,
yeah.
oh my God.
Gosh, it was so exciting. And then you got to drive it and yeah,
Yeah,
pumpkin patch.
driving it, and it's mad. Wherever we go, it's a head turner, but that's what we wanted. We
Sure.
didn't want something boring.
Mm.
Um, none of us are boring people, and the charity, we wanted to stand out from the rest. And yeah, I think we definitely achieved that.
You sure have. Oh, it's a great van. It's amazing. And so you must be able to get a lot of equipment in there so that Richard has
Yes.
a lot at his fingertips when he's over, putting, I guess, fitting a wheelchair. If there's something he needs, it's in the van. And
Yeah, we had to make sure, because it's a charity vehicle as well, we had to
Mhm.
make sure that we could get charity merchandise, charity equipment for our events that we do, like
Hmm.
marquees, tables,
Oh, yeah,
tents, you name it.
of course.
But yes, basically, the van is equipped with wheelchairs, equipment ready to maintain any wheelchairs. So if they've got bald tires or they've
Mm.
broken something on it, it's got to be in that van. So Richard is very, very organized, and he makes sure that it's all equipped with everything, all the necessities. But also, we had to make sure that it can transport animals as well.
Oh,
So obviously, we have to make sure that we can, because sometimes the animals that we go and see, they
mm.
may not drive, and some people may not be comfortable having us in their home, which again is entirely up to them. So sometimes we have to pick them up, take them to a location like the favorite park or
Oh, so do you have crates
yeah,
do you have crates
yes,
in there?
yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. So yes, we have to be able to transport animals as well, and also people. We have to make sure we had to make sure that there were seats in the back so our children can also join us
yeah.
with our events. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally we are so overwhelmed by it all. I love my pink van.
Yeah.
I love driving it. I love looking out of my window and seeing it. I
Yeah.
love driving down the high street and looking in the shop windows. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, and also because it's my little baby on the side of
That's
it,
right.
the
Yeah.
reason why the charity is here. It's yeah, it just oh, I just love it.
Awesome.
It's the best thing ever.
I can't believe it because you were hoping that was coming along, and it's there. It's unbelievable. That's great. What a way to open up everything. As you said, go to the next level with this. This is
Yes, yeah,
fantastic. Yeah.
it's definitely done that as well. Definitely, I think um the amount of more animals that we've been able to help
Yeah.
um since the rolling workshop is incredible. Richard has travelled oh thousands of miles since we've had the pumpkin mobile. So yeah, it's definitely doing what it was set out to do.
That's fantastic. That's oh, and now you're going to an even higher level because now you're in the midst of putting together your charity shop and your training center. That was a
Yes, I need a
dream when
holiday, don't I, Val? I need a
gosh.
don't stop.
Wow. So yeah. So you're working on that. So is that is your it's in Lincoln then? Your
It
charity?
is, yeah, it's in Lincoln City Centre, so it's about a 10-minute drive from where we live.
Perfect.
Although sometimes we have been walking, it's 40 minutes on foot.
Okay.
But yeah, it's in Lincoln City Centre, and it's a very, very um, different type of building that we've taken.
Okay.
It's very unique, it's very quirky, and it's very Pumpkin and Friends charity and very
Oh,
pumpkin.
oh, even better.
Um, it's a beautiful building. Um, and like I say, it's in the Lincoln City Centre, so it's got a lot of footfall and a lot of businesses around it as well. It's also got its own car park, so we
Oh,
don't have to worry about people not being able to get to us. So yes, it's all very exciting. We've been very, very busy though, trying to get it ready, and we're still not there yet.
yeah.
But it's all coming together, and it's just wonderful. It's just amazing that we've had so many people, volunteers that have been helping us. What with getting it looking how we want it to look. and collecting donations, and the donations we've received that we can sell in the shop as well. But yeah, it's all just started to take form now.
Yeah,
And now it's not this empty building anymore. It is now, it's got character, and it's us.
that's
So
amazing.
yeah.
Are you going to have like wheelchair access ramps to go
Yes,
into
it's
the shop?
all disabled, disability accessible. It's got for humans and for dogs. So there is no steps.
Oh, good.
There's nothing that the dogs that we have to worry about. Again, it's got disabled accessibility for people in wheelchairs as well. And
That's
we thought of everything.
you sure did. Yeah.
Um, but yes, so there's three sections, well, four sections
Mm,
to the building.
mm,
When you first walk in, straight from the city centre, you are going to enter the charity shop.
okay.
The charity shop is very bright, very vibrant. All the signage is getting put up next week. Um, so it's going to be branded. We have got our volunteers to obviously work in the shop and help. It's already full of amazing donations going from pet things
Okay.
to children's clothes, children's shoes, books, frying pans, ball dresses, and wedding
Oh,
gowns. It's
oh my God, no way.
yeah, it's
Wow.
got everything. So yeah, so that's the charity shop, which obviously is going to make hopefully money for the charity, which again is going to help more disabled animals. And our overall dream is that we want this animal retreat and respite centre. That is the goal. It's always been the goal of the charity, just so that we can help our families more. So if you're a disabled dog owner, you don't particularly get a break
Mhm.
from your animal.
Yeah.
So basically, the respite centre will be open to all of the really good friends that we help and other disabled dog families, so that they can have a break, have some respite, go away, go on holiday, and know that their animal is safe and looked after, home from home care,
Yeah.
and we can still use the wheelchair. So we are shocked that how much disabled animals are discriminated against. So you can't take them to a normal kennel if you're going on
Oh,
holiday.
that's true.
Um, yeah, because obviously they're not experienced and
Yeah.
can't give them the care that they need.
And they're
They're
insured.
also not insured for the wheelchairs and
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah.
it's really hard.
It is.
And obviously we're doing this for 3 years now,
Mhm.
and having a disabled dog ourselves,
Yeah.
we know that we need to be able to help our families. And also it's going to be like a sanctuary, a retreat for more disabled animals, so that we can have disabled goats and disabled lambs and more disabled dogs that aren't going to be put to sleep. They will have their forever home.
Yeah.
um so yeah, it's that is the overall dream, and that was the reason behind the charity shop, because to get to that level, we've got to have more donations. We've got to earn. There's got to be more of an income, if you like.
Oh, for sure.
And being the small charity that we are at the moment, as soon as donations come in, they go straight out again, with buying wheelchairs and
Yeah.
and things. So yeah, it's so exciting, honestly, so
It is.
exciting.
I just saw Smiggle go by.
Yes, Smiggle is with me.
There he
Pumpkin is
is.
fast asleep in the other room, but yeah, I've got Smiggle here.
I just saw him go by. That's so funny. No, I think that's going to be amazing because the obviously, I mean, if you get that kind of stuff coming in, you will be the place to go for
Yes.
people to look for things. I mean, there's so many, this is going to sound weird, but charity shops in the UK have a very high reputation. people,
Yes.
I belong to some different groups, and they often say, some people are traveling, and they say, oh, you know what, I don't know if I pack this, do I pack this? And people that live there, they say, don't bother. If you really need that, just go to one of the charity shops. You'll find exactly what you need. And so I was talking to someone the other day, and she said, have you ever been to a charity shop over? And I said, you know what, I haven't, but I heard they're amazing. She goes, I heard that too. So, yeah. So your charity shops are quite something compared
They
to
are.
our charity
And
shops in at least in Ontario. But yours is going to be, if you're getting wedding gowns, that's going to be
we've got
amazing.
we've had so
Believe
much
that.
new items donated as well, brand new with tags on.
Oh,
Um, the thing that we want to be different
mhm,
is we don't want to be greedy either. So we want to make sure that we don't overprice
of course.
anything. You know, if we get a pound for something, it all adds up. So yeah, we just want to make sure that everything is reasonably priced, that it's not out of anybody's budget. And
Exactly.
the purpose, yeah, and we also want to be there to help, you know, lower income families as well, so they don't have to worry that they can't feed clothe their children or clothe themselves. There is literally going to be something for everyone.
Yeah.
And we want everyone to come to the shop, not just come because they want to grab a bargain, or come because they want a pumpkin cuddle.
That's true. There's that too.
Yeah, but we want everyone to leave with a smile on their face to see
Mhm,
the illustrations that are going to be on the walls. And we've also got a wall of fame.
mhm.
So we keep adding to our wall of fame as our animals increase,
Yep.
and we're getting this collage built on a wall. So even people to come and have their photo next to the wall, or just to
Oh, that's
see
a
what
great idea.
actually, yeah, or just to see actually, you may only be spending 50 pence, but that 50 pence is helping, and this is what your money's going to. And I think that's going to be very different as well.
Yeah.
And we get to meet Pumpkin. So what's better?
You could have a kissing booth and charge 50p and get
Oh, I always feel really bad. So that we get asked that all the time. So
a kissing
especially at
booth.
our events, and
Yeah.
I feel that's quite cruel. It's a bit like pimping her out. So
Yeah, no.
yeah, people can have free cuddles and free kisses. It's
That's amazing. Well, I can't wait to see it all when it comes when you got it. I imagine you're going to have an amazing grand opening when that's
yes,
ready to go.
absolutely a pumpkin party.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's going to be
yeah,
amazing.
definitely.
That's going to come up fast if you're looking at June as your
Yeah, we
ah.
so on Friday we have a large group of our volunteers that are all going to come over to Lincoln, and we're literally going to spend the day,
Mhm.
and we're just going to blitz it and get everything done that needs to be done, because that's going to take so much pressure off me and Richard, so that we can actually concentrate on running the charity and doing what the charity's meant to be doing. But at the minute, yeah, we're up until early hours of the morning, or I'm here looking after the children and the dogs, and Richard's there till early hours. Yeah, we're definitely stretched at the moment.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
You are. You had your it was if I'm guessing right, you had two charity walks recently. Was it two or
think, since I last spoke, so we've had our major event, our
yeah,
annual event, the Disability Dog Walk,
right? Yeah.
which was in April, I think April the 27th.
Mhm.
That seems like such a long time ago, but
It does.
actually it
It
wasn't.
wasn't. Yeah.
And then we also had our rolling workshop last weekend,
Right.
at Sherwood Pines in Nottingham.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a
It
nice
was
area.
lovely,
Yeah.
lovely, lovely day.
Yeah.
But yeah, the disability dog walk, that would have been our fourth disability dog walk that we've hosted, organised, and yeah, been a part of. And oh my God, it
There's a lot of
it
people
was
there.
it was fabulous. Honestly, it each year it has just grown and grown and grown.
Mm.
And each year I don't have time to reflect on it until like a week after,
Mhm.
because I get so engrossed in it. Oh, you're so busy. Anyone that organizes events will understand
Yeah,
it's hard work. It
very.
takes months and months of planning. And then on the day, you're so engrossed in making sure everything runs as it's planned and making sure everybody's okay.
Yep.
And then it's dealing with everything that comes after that. So literally for the week after the disability dog walk, we'd only had bare what, 2 days, 3 days prior
Oh
to,
man.
yeah.
Whoa.
So he was still settling in. So the disability dog walk was his first ever. I think it was his first ever big event that he'd ever been to in his life, with so many dogs and people. And
Yeah,
he was a pro. He just took it in his stride.
good for him.
Um, but yeah, it wasn't until about a week after that I actually sat back and reflected and looked at what a wonderful day it was.
Yeah.
And the amazing animals that I think we helped a further 11 new animals
Oh
on that
wow.
day. Richard had a lineup of people that
Really?
needed wheelchairs and needed advice. And I think we gave out 6 new wheelchairs, but actually helped 11 families, which was either showing them how to fit the wheelchair or adding parts onto it or adjusting it. Yeah, it was, yeah, Richard literally, he was
He's
like,
he's gonna need an assistant.
yes, well, that's in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Obviously, part of the charity shop, we're also having a training centre as well.
Yeah.
So the training centre, we've already got our first course booked, which is the 22nd of June.
Oh, fantastic.
And yeah, and we've got people that want to learn how to fit wheelchairs. So we've got physiotherapists and veterinary people, professionals, hydrotherapists, and then we've got, avid dog lovers that just want to help.
Mm.
So the plan is that we grow the team and grow more people that are knowledgeable, that then have the experience that can help. So the rolling workshop won't just be the pumpkin mobile. We will have a team of wheelchair fitters in different parts of the country, if not world. Um, yes, and they
Wow.
will be able to go and help and fit those wheelchairs at the same time as carrying the Pumpkin and Friends charity flag.
Yeah, that's a
So
vision.
yes,
That's
yes,
quite the vision.
we've got a good fan base and
Yep.
followers in America, and we had 5 separate families that came over from America
Oh,
to the Disability Dog Walk.
that's amazing. That's
And
really a wow.
yeah, it's honestly to travel. I think it was
Yeah.
8,000 miles. Or I might have said that wrong. Might be a little bit further, but literally the other side of the world, and they all travelled to little old Lincoln, to support the Disability Dog Walk and to support us as a charity. So yeah,
That's great. Yeah.
it's
That's
just mind blowing.
it is. Actually,
Yeah,
I saw some really nice stuff uh on Lincoln on Escape to the Country.
right.
They were in Lincoln looking for
Yes.
yeah, so anyways, they were like, well, they were in Lincolnshire and then they were actually in your town, but they were looking for one of the episodes on Escape to the Country was
Oh,
people
yeah,
looking in
I've
your
not
area.
seen.
You haven't seen
Yeah,
it?
I've
Oh
not seen
yeah,
that
yeah,
at
yeah. I
all.
think it's a would have been I think it said it was 20, they're always way behind, but I think it was 2024 that
Okay.
they were looking. So yeah, anyway, so they got to see some really interesting parts of your town because they showed it.
It's Lincoln is
It was a
so
lovely,
beautiful.
beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Lincoln itself, obviously, we have the historical part of Lincoln, which is
Mm,
uphill, like the cathedral and the castle, and it's the Bale Gate. But we've also got a lot of green green areas as well. A
mhm.
lot of national parks, and it is. I love living in Lincoln,
Yeah.
and I can't ever see myself moving away from Lincoln either.
You've got the best of everything. You've got beaches and trails and woodland, and it's just everything. So, yeah, I don't know what more you could want, really.
No, definitely not.
Do you have any more fundraising things coming up anytime soon?
So summer is
Mhm.
always a quiet time for Pumpkin and Friends charity because Pumpkin doesn't like summer. She doesn't
Okay.
like, yeah, she doesn't like the heat, and we try to keep Pumpkin away from um, summertime, if that makes sense. She doesn't like having a nappy on in the summer because obviously that gets her hotter,
Of course.
and she also has a lot of back spasms and leg
Ooh.
spasms in the summer. Pumpkin doesn't go above 20 degrees, really. She can't cope. Um,
Why does this is the heat that causes the spasms?
yeah, it's so strange. So obviously a
Yeah.
paraplegic animal gets dehydrated a lot quicker
Oh,
than a non
sure.
what's the word? Do you know what I mean? So if they're incontinent,
Hmm.
basically they lose a lot of fluids a lot quicker than a non-continent
Yeah.
dog,
Yeah.
and also like their electrolytes and things like that.
Sure.
So it can bring on a lot of spasms.
Yeah.
But heat is, oh, Pumpkin hates it. So
Mm.
we have fans all around the house and cooling blankets, and yeah, so in the summer we just try not to have events. Also, it's not advisable to walk paraplegic dogs or able-bodied dogs
Hmm.
in summertime. So we have Pumpkin's birthday,
Hmm.
which we go to the beach.
Nice.
But I wouldn't say it's an event. It's not a fundraiser. It's
Hmm.
more a fun day to celebrate Pumpkin's life, and we have a picnic on the beach and the dogs play and they go in the sea.
Yeah.
But we don't use it as a fundraiser as such.
Just a fun day.
Our next fundraiser will be the shop opening.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, so yeah, that will be the next big fundraiser. And we're going to have cakes and biscuits and tombola and splat the rat, and yeah, so we'll
Okay.
have
Great.
lots of things going on there. And then I think the next one will be the Halloween dog walk.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, so
Halloween dog
Pumpkin will
walk.
be happy then because it's cold.
Oh, and she
And
gets to
she'll be
wear a
dressed
costume.
up. And
Yeah.
yeah, we've got to be really clever this year and think what we're going to put her in. We try and
Yeah.
something different every year, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think outside of the box this
Yes.
year.
Yeah. I think what you
So
do.
watch
Wow.
this space.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, so many amazing things, so many amazing things happening for you. I can't believe it. So just I can't in such a short space of time, as I said earlier, so many amazing things. However, we do have to visit some things that have been happening to you that are not that good,
Mm.
that we're a little concerned about. So you have been dealing with a situation for about a year where you've been I think at first you thought it was kind of trolling, and then
Yeah.
it's escalated into some pretty serious things, harassing you and stalking you and that kind of thing. And there's been some other things damaged, that kind of stuff. So let's talk about that. What has happened, and how did this sort of escalate, and what's happened to your van and that kind of thing? So yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hard to believe, but it's happening.
Yeah, so just over a year ago, we started to receive hate mail. I would say that's all you can call it. Hate emails to my personal email account and to the charity account,
Okay.
um, making wild accusations and malicious slander, and oh, honestly, it's I've been told that I abuse Pumpkin. I've been told that we are fraud, taking committing fraud and taking charity money. Oh, the list goes on, honestly. So it started with that,
Hmm.
and we kind of we didn't react, we didn't respond to it. We just
Sure.
made a note. We do have a legal team here with Pumpkin and Friends Charity because we deal with legal documents, and obviously for me it's professional to have a legal team that look after you,
Absolutely.
especially with the things that the charity has gone through, such as TV shows,
Hmm.
with Pumpkin becoming a personality, a
Yeah.
TV personality.
Yeah.
It's very important that we had a legal team.
Mm.
Um, and they basically looked at the emails and said, don't respond, don't retaliate, just let's just sit on it for a little bit. And then this escalated to them contacting the BBC television, with regards to me winning an award for the BBC Make a Difference Awards.
Yeah.
So they targeted them and basically put all the slander in an email to them.
Oh.
Um, and then they targeted the Theatre Royal here in Lincoln, um, again stating all of that, stating that I was committing fraud and I was dodgy and Pumpkin was animal cruelty, and uh,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
and then so the legal team got involved with that, and they seem to have gone away for a little bit,
Okay.
and then we got the pumpkin mobile,
Yeah.
and oh, it took it to a next level. It
I
took
cannot
it to
believe
a
that.
whole next level.
Okay.
So they have become slightly obsessed with our pink van, and they believe that we knew the lady that set up the fundraiser, and we forced her to do a fundraiser to buy this van. But this van apparently isn't used for the charity. It's our personal van, and it has no benefit to the charity. It's all fake.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. So this takes it to, these are the type of people that we are dealing with. And it's just draining. It's just draining. And in their minds, they have a vendetta, and
Yeah.
they truly believe that the charity is up to no good. They truly believe that me and Richard are these evil, crazy people that are that we have a cult. That we have a cult a cult. Yeah, they call it the pumpkin cult. Um,
No.
and all these people, we brainwashed them all. Um,
Oh my God.
you
Oh
didn't
my
laugh
God.
at it, Val. You can't write it. It's oh,
Oh my
it's
God.
deluded. So we had all of these attacks, emails that came from a fake email address,
Oh,
um, a particular name on this email. These emails were traced.
okay.
We know the location of the email. When we contacted the police, unfortunately, because at that time there was no
Yeah.
criminal crime, if you
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
being it was just civil. They obviously explained to us the route that we need to go down, and you need to basically take them to a civil court. You need lots and lots and lots of evidence, and then what you do is you get basically a civil injunction against the perpetrator.
Okay.
However, we then had an attack on our driveway, on our van, and the person was caught on CCTV. However, you cannot see the face of this person.
What were they doing
So
to
they put
that?
they put nails in our van, in our tires, and we didn't know. So Richard and us, luckily my children were at school, went into the pumpkin mobile. We were driving and we had pumpkin, and all of a sudden, Richard nearly lost control of the van and the tires went. So we were we were transported to the local garage here, the garage that actually sold us the van,
Yeah.
and they showed us the state of the tires and the positioning of the nails. And it was obviously, he said, this is a deliberate act.
Oh, yeah.
This is this is criminal. You need to contact the police.
Yeah.
So we contacted the police. We obviously looked at our CCTV, and yeah, there you go. Somebody came on our drive at the early hours of the morning and put the nails in our van.
That's really
Um,
scary because they know where you live.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, we were a little bit frightened.
Yeah.
My children were so upset, but also not just that. That could have been a serious accident. If that had been me driving, I wouldn't have known how to have controlled that van.
Mm.
I could have crashed into another family. I could have injured Pumpkin. I could have injured my children, me.
Oh, yeah.
But luckily it was Richard. He knew what he was doing, and yeah, no harm, if you like, was caused. Um, so yeah, we were a bit shook up. We were a bit on edge. So we had more cameras installed at our property
Good.
of all angles so that we can see people coming up the street, or all
Yeah.
a lot more sensitive. And the police logged it. We had a crime number.
Okay.
And basically, the police said they would do everything that they could, and they would check all local cameras, and nothing. They found nothing. However, the case is still open. However, now
Yeah.
it's the trolling, the online abuse, the target that we're having. So they're now contacting anybody and everybody that has any interaction with Pumpkin and Friends charity. So whether that be our accountant, so they have been phoning up the accountant and sending emails expecting our accountant to give them personal information about the accounts that we've submitted
Yeah.
to the Charity Commission.
Sure. That's going to happen.
And they're upset because basically the accountant has said no. So now that means that we've got something to hide.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They then targeted the Wheels for Dogs, which is
Oh.
the wheelchair provider,
Yeah.
and told them all about the pink van. And they said that we weren't genuine, we were irresponsible. They questioned how many wheelchairs we had bought from them in the past year, because they were trying to work out if the figures tallied up with what they had, yeah, with what Wheels for Dogs. And basically they were told that they wouldn't give that sort of information away, and they had no issue with Pumpkin and Friends charity, and basically, yeah, to get on with it. So both of these people have written a report and submitted a statement, which is with the police also. And so the evidence is growing
Mhm.
day by day. Sadly, our legal team have been targeted now. So they are trying to get information with regards to them, sending photos of him and his family from 25 years ago, and again, making malicious claims about them. So it always used to be about me. It was always me that had the personal attack against them. However, they've now started attacking Richard. Yes. Yeah. So now it's becoming, to be honest, it's just an obsession. I don't know what they're trying to achieve. They're do you know what I mean? They are wasting our time, the
Mhm.
charity time, the charity commission. It's like, for us as a charity,
Mhm.
our bosses, if you like, is the charity commission.
Yeah.
Anybody can log on to the Charity Commission. Anybody can search any charity that is governed by the Charity Commission. It's there in black and white. Your accounts that have been submitted, if there's any ongoing investigations, they can read who the trustees are.
Mhm.
And next to our name is a big green tick.
Yeah.
So, other than that, what is it that they want want to prove. So we know who it is.
You do.
We have evidence to show exactly who it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's now what we want to do with it. So obviously we are being advised to take them to a civil court and get a civil injunction. However,
Hmm.
this is going to cost me and Richard thousands of pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's basically it in a nutshell.
That's
Um,
wow. I
yeah.
don't understand this at all. Why would someone have such a vendetta against
So the
obviously
person
you
who was
personally? It sounds like it's you
Yeah, so the
personally,
person that it is a very spiteful, bitter individual
obviously.
who the charity has helped in the past,
Oh,
and she wanted more, basically. She's one of these entitled people, let's say, that thinks the world owes her a favour and thinks that because it's a charity, it's not our money, we should just give it away.
okay.
Um, and basically, yeah, she requested that she had help with some veterinary costs. In which, when you fill out an application for financial help, you fill it out and you have to provide proof of your earnings or a bank statement.
Sure.
And if somebody says no, we cannot help them. And if you've got nothing to hide, you would show it. If you genuinely need help for one of your animals, you would have no issue with either giving us a bank statement or proof of earnings through a pay slip or whatever.
Sure. Really
This
agree.
person became very hostile, very rude, and took to social media instantly,
Mm,
bad mouthing the charity,
right.
and came out with allegations such as the whole we're in it for egos, and why are we not helping a disabled animal? This disabled animal's now going to suffer, and blah blah.
Yeah.
Even though they still had one of our wheelchairs.
Sure. Of course. Yes. Of
Um,
course.
and then basically, obviously, we saw on social media what she was doing,
Yeah.
and our legal team contacted her and basically read her the riot act,
Hmm.
and told her that if she wasn't to stop, then we would take the matter further. And he basically warned her. She then printed those personal private emails from our legal team and posted them on social
Oh.
media, which then gathered a few more associates, should
Yeah.
we say. So people that we've asked to return wheelchairs from the charity. So, like with anything, we don't just give things away for nothing.
Yeah.
There is part of an agreement. They sign an agreement, and we ask for a weekly update, which I don't think, for a very expensive piece of equipment and 24 hours, 7 days a week support by our volunteers and team, to ask for one form of communication each week, whether that be a video or a photograph, is a lot to ask.
Not at all.
And families that say no, or families that haven't built the wheelchair after 6 weeks, for
Mm,
instance,
mm.
we ask them to return it. And
I,
that's
I
where
agree.
our legal team step in, because I haven't got time. I don't have time, Val, to be dealing with all that. So yeah, that's what they do. And basically, yeah, no matter who you are in the world, what charity, what company, you're always going to have people with different views. And on one hand, somebody will think we're in a fantastic charity, we've saved their dog, we've saved them, they sing our praises.
Yep.
Then on the other hand, you will have somebody that's not experienced the the same,
Hmm.
and that will be a negative. And yeah, they've literally now, whether they're approaching people that have had not a great outcome of the charity, and they've literally now, they're clutching on straws, and they've built this tiny little group
Hmm.
that literally are bad mouthing the charity now and making, I don't know, life is uncomfortable. That's all. And it's not just for me. These people need to remember, Val, that Pumpkin and Friends charity isn't just me. It's not just Richard. We are just tiny little cogs in a massive machine.
Sure.
And they seem to forget that. And they seem to forget that when they're attacking me and Richard, they're actually attacking the whole team Pumpkin.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a really, really, really
Yeah.
stressful time.
Very exhausting.
Very exhausting. But now, like I say, because the Charity Commission are happy and our supporters are happy and our volunteers are happy, are we really bothered about a handful of deluded?
Handful of malcontents. Yep.
Yeah, because all it is, it's just hate. It's just and as awful as it sounds, it's jealousy. It is jealousy. Pumpkin and Friends charity started this charity. I had no idea, and I've said this from day one. Like I can honestly say, me and Richard haven't changed at all since the day that we fostered Pumpkin, since the day that Pumpkin landed on our doorstep. We are still the same people. We still invite everybody into our home. We show our lives. We show our world. And I think that's why we're so popular and why the charity has grown to the levels that it has, because people trust us and they feel that they know us, and they adore Pumpkin.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I have only ever, I started this charity to help disabled animals, whether that be animals through our own charity or other charities or other rescues, or if there's an animal in need, we will help it. And we've always had that mission. And you only have to go back to looking through or searching through our social media or looking at TV interviews that we've done, how much we promote or have promoted in the past other charities and so on. But I've learned the hard way. I've learned that people take advantage of your good nature. And I've also experienced that it's never enough. You can give somebody the moon on the stick and it's still never enough. And they will bleed you dry until you've got nothing else to give. And then as soon as you haven't got anything else to give, they kick you to the curb and they turn on you. And this is again part of what's happening. We never came here to upset or I don't know, or cause hate or anything. All we've done is run a good charity and help thousands of animals. And, you know, it's, So that's it, really,
I'm
Val.
sure, and I'm sure that, probably other charities have experienced similar things too. But I think that when you're dealing with this kind of personality, this person definitely, I always ask the question, aren't you exhausted being this angry and full of hate every day? Doesn't it take so much out of you every day to be this hateful? Ask yourself that. The other thing is you're a coward. To go behind social media, to do all these things and start amassing your little hateful friends to put something to go against people who are doing really good things, you're nothing but cowards. Because if they really had a problem, this person could speak to you directly. There could be something, whatever, but to do this kind of malicious sabotage, especially doing something that was as dangerous as they did to your van. Now we're talking about someone who really needs to get some help.
Yes, definitely.
You need some help, my friend. Whoever you are, you need some help. And there's way more people out there that support you and the Pumpkin and Friends charity than will ever support your little hateful group. So
absolutely. The charity and Pumpkin's platforms grows each day. We get maybe 100, sometimes 200 new followers
that's amazing.
each day.
Yeah, exactly.
The love the love
Yes,
completely outweighs. And so many
absolutely.
people say to me, don't give them oxygen, don't give them
That's right.
headspace. But when people are not fully aware of everything that's been going on, it
Yeah.
isn't just online trolling. Like for me, online trolling, I delete, I block.
Yeah.
I've got no reason to communicate. Back in the early days, I used to. So when someone used to leave me a hateful comment
Hmm.
about pumpkin should be put to sleep, or
Oh,
pumpkin, um, it's sad, pumpkin, disabled animals can't have a quality of life, or I've even had somebody that put on a comment, she needs putting into a blender and given and using for soup. Yeah.
oh my God.
Um, honestly, you would not believe some of the comments that we receive, but now we just delete and block, and we've
Yeah.
got a massive team of people that look after the pages. And if me and Richard are busy, or we're having a day off, or day off,
Yeah.
or we're somewhere else, our team now will go and target and delete and block.
Good.
Um, but yeah, it's not just online trolling. This is serious
This is,
criminal behavior. This
yes.
is stalking, harassment, it's slander,
Sabotage. Yeah. Yeah.
sabotage. They this person and the people that have joined their little group,
Hmm.
One Pumpkin and Friends charity gone. I think they think we're going to crumble and disappear. Um, and that is never, ever, ever going to happen.
Not gonna
And
happen.
what these people need to realize is I'm not the type of person to disappear. When somebody says no to me, or somebody gives me a fight, it makes me more determined and more, yeah. I mean, as you've seen, I wanted a charity shop. I
You
did it.
got your charity shop. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I wanted a charity. I did it.
Yeah.
I'm very ambitious, and I'm very driven, and I'm extremely passionate, and I believe everything this charity stands for.
Hmm.
And yes, and
Yep.
I am
No,
not going anywhere. The charity is just going to get bigger, better, and yes.
absolutely. Great people behind you, and that's the way it's going to be. So everybody that's listening to this, we are all behind you, and any support that you would need, I'm sure, against this. But I'm glad to hear that the police are involved with this for sure, because
It's
yeah, and
so
your extra
if
cameras.
yeah, even the police, the charity commission have been amazing. The
Good.
charity commission have been really wonderful and really helped. Obviously, you have to log a serious incident, and they talk you through everything, and they make sure that you're protecting the charity, because
Yeah.
that's what trustees are meant to do.
Yeah.
You do everything to protect your charity.
Yeah.
But yeah, the charity commission have given me some really helpful and useful information.
Oh, good.
And to be honest, they're now, when they're still receiving these complaints from this group of
Hmm.
individuals, they're kind of, it's just adding more fuel to the fire. Does that make sense? It's,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it,
Sure.
but yeah, it's crazy. It's a
It is.
crazy world we live in,
It
to think
is.
that, yeah, it's
I think that
but
this
I
kind of
do think
thing.
with these people, you could tell somebody that something is red, and they will argue that it's yellow, and you cannot,
Yeah.
you cannot, you just can't. There's
Yeah.
just, it's impossible.
It is. Yeah. So you just continue on doing what you're doing, but also doing exactly what you're doing is logging everything and documenting everything and keeping everything in place, because that's a very serious thing. So,
I
but
think
another, yeah.
the police did advise us to put out a public statement,
Oh,
which we
okay.
did,
You did. Yes.
um, and that's to basically make anybody else aware. that if they are targeted or if they have any communication with these people, that this is an ongoing
Yeah.
investigation. So basically, yeah, so if any of our supporters or
Yep.
businesses that or anybody that has anything to do with us are targeted by these culprits,
Hmm.
then they know they can look at our page and go, oh God, and yeah. And more evidence is coming to light every day.
Good.
We're just receiving more and more.
Unbelievable. I'm so sorry that's happening because everything else has been so great. But you do have something even really, really fun coming up, and that is the third anniversary of your charity, June
Yeah,
26th. That's
yeah, yeah.
amazing. Can you think back 3 years ago and go, oh, this is what I like? Imagine that this is what you have accomplished in that 3 years. Could you look back and go, this is
No.
no, I didn't think so. Maybe a few wheelchairs
Um,
here and there is kind of what you thought, right?
I honestly believed
Mhm.
that the charity, so the charity wasn't set up to initially supply wheelchairs.
Mm.
That's not what we wanted to do. It was to basically raise awareness of disabled animals
Okay.
and advocate for them. I always wanted Pumpkin to be a therapy dog. Um, but yeah, and then all of a sudden, we just got inundated with people that needed help.
Mm.
And we kind of sat back and thought, oh my gosh, wow, we need to help. We need to help these animals. And when we first started, we thought maybe 50 a year, maybe 50 animals a year. And when literally within our first and second year, some weeks we were helping 50 a week.
A week. Yeah.
Literally,
Wow.
50 dogs, 10 a day, 50 a week. It was just, oh my God. Sorry, that's Bear trying to get in the
Oh,
door.
the very
Oh,
yeah,
yes, the handle's doing this. I'm like, yeah, he's trying to get in.
it's funny.
Um, so yeah, never in my wildest dreams. So the first year of running the charity, I was a full-time nail technician. I had my own nail salon. So I was trying to juggle everything. And we grew more volunteers that were able to help me. Richard had his own full-time job.
Just a dog. It's so funny trying to.
Richard had his own full-time job.
Yeah.
And we literally sat back and thought, one of us is going to have to give up work. And because for the charity to grow and all these animals, we've got
Yeah.
to help them. And that was my motto. It's like I don't like saying the word no, especially when it comes to an animal. And I wanted to help them all. And I think we achieved that.
You
So
did.
yeah, I sold my salon, sold all of my nail kit, and literally lived off all of that for like the first second year.
Yeah.
And yeah, and literally just put my heart and soul and gave the charity everything. Um, but no, I never, ever, ever thought my life would be like this, from being on national TV,
Yeah.
winning awards, being recognised when I just go to the local shop because of Pumpkin. Um, it's been a crazy, it's been absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Um, I most probably haven't had time to reflect on any of it and actually realise what it is the charity have done. I'm sure when I retire, I'll get chance in 20, 30 years time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to be amazing. I'm surprised too. It's only 3 years because you've accomplished so much.
I honestly, it's been so fast paced. Even like the news and the national press and television, even the Queen. I got a letter from the Queen that literally
So,
recognised how fast the charity was grown and how wonderful it is to see disabled animals and literally to have a personalised letter from the Queen acknowledging who you are and what you have achieved was
yeah.
that doesn't come better than that, to be
Yeah.
honest. It was, yeah, that. I haven't stopped smiling actually since receiving that.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's fantastic. Does so many good things. I can't even believe it. Where's Pumpkin now? What's she up to? She's sleeping?
Pumpkin is. Do you want to see her, or do you want to wait till
No,
after?
wait. And well, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to get a chance to see Pumpkin when we hang up,
Yeah, if I open that
but
door, we're going to get them all coming
I'll
in.
all
He'll
come
barely
in.
knock the phone. He'll knock the lights thing off. He'll knock the phone, and yeah, it'll be carnage. So I will get Pumpkin when we finish, so you can see her. That's
I would
fine.
love to. That's great. Well, I'm so happy that you're coming up with your third anniversary very soon, and your charity shop's going to open at the same time, just about. And you've got
Yes.
everything's going to happen all at once again, as usual.
It's yes, it's we have got so much going on, things that people aren't aware of yet.
Okay.
And we've also got other things that will come to light within the next couple of weeks. One of which is I'm writing a book.
Oh, that's
Um,
amazing. Oh my goodness. On
yeah,
disabled
I've
dogs, pets, animals.
yes, and
Yes.
basically a story of Pumpkin.
Yeah.
It's basically it's each chapter is a different part of how the charity began. So that obviously the first is how Pumpkin came into my world,
Yep.
and all of that, and then each chapter has yeah, it's
That's
very interesting,
oh,
but it shows you some of the experience that we've gone through.
sure.
But yeah, it's hopefully if it will be finished this year,
Oh yeah.
and yeah,
That's a
hopefully.
big goal with everything you've also got going on.
Yeah, it is. It
Trying to
is.
fit that in to writing at the same time. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great idea that you've done that you're putting together a book. That's a great
It's also going to be educational to
idea.
explain, we've don't get me wrong, we're very new to all of this, and
Sure.
we've learned how a charity runs.
Mhm.
I've learned how to care for a disabled animal.
Mhm.
Um, there's stories in there, such as when Robbie Williams contacted me and I had a conversation with him on the phone. But literally, Robbie saw Pumpkin on Instagram, on social
Oh,
media,
yes.
fell in love with Pumpkin, and decided that he wanted to help the charity. And took to his social media with millions, like, I don't know, I can't remember, millions and millions of
Yeah, for
followers,
sure. Yeah.
and basically shared Pumpkin's story and shared her charity. And I think within the first half an hour, we gained 2,000
Oh,
new followers, and we got all these donations flooding in. But yeah, Robbie, I was in the hairdressers having my roots done. And the phone started ringing, and literally, yeah, it was it was Robbie.
do you think you're ever going to meet him in person?
Oh, I'd love to. Oh my God.
Hey, Robbie,
Yeah.
give Tammy a call. Go over, meet her. She's dying to meet you.
Puddle.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that would
like
be
I say, oh Tom
amazing.
Hardy, I'm not fussy. Tom Hardy, Robbie Williams.
Yeah,
You never know.
you
It's
never know. Well, with your
you
luck, you might just have it happen because you got some pretty
oh,
good stuff going
it
on.
honestly, it's like a dream.
Yeah,
It's so surreal. So surreal.
yeah,
But yeah,
that's great.
it's definitely fun.
Good. Oh, that's great. Well, we've covered so much that I wanted to talk about today. I'm so glad you took the time because I know you're so busy. But I'm going to keep my watching for all the stuff that's on your charity shop as you post,
Yes.
see how it goes, and especially for your when the grand opening happens, that's going to be amazing. Can't wait to see that. So yeah. So as
Thank
usual.
you.
Well, so much. Best of luck with everything that you do. So I'm really glad we got a chance to talk about this, and I'm also glad we got a chance to shed light on what's been going on behind the scenes a little bit with the stuff that's not so great.
Yeah,
But it's always good for people to know. It's always good to know that kind of thing. But you've got
I think
so
it's really hard when you are running a charity or when you have a social media platform, you have to be very, very careful
Sure.
with things like this because, again, you don't want to highlight these people. And
No,
again, these people thrive from attention.
that's right.
It's how, yeah, it's what they get off on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a different world, honestly,
Yeah.
different world.
Yeah, you're right. They do. They get off on this whole thing about causing this kind of havoc. But those people that really, I mean, there's more people that understand, lady, you got a problem and you need some
Yeah.
help. And, maybe she just saw it off pretty quickly is really all I think,
She'll believe me, her track record, she'll be moving on to somebody else in a couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
So,
else to go and yeah. People like that are just, but other than that, we've got some amazing things going on. And so I'm wishing you best of luck with everything that's coming up. And we can touch
you.
base
Thank
again.
you.
Yeah. So it's always good to see you, always good to talk to you. So let's keep in touch as usual. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Love to talk again. So I'm going to say bye for now, and we will be chatting soon, and all the best.
Okay, take care. Bye. Bye.
Wow, I just love talking to Tammy. And after we chatted, the whole gang came on Zoom to say hello. Bear, Smiggle, Ernie, and Pumpkin herself. I am so pleased and happy for Tammy and Richard for the incredible positive growth of Pumpkin and Friends charity. What they have accomplished in 3 short years is remarkable. And I would also like to comment on the trolling, threats, sabotage, and vandalism they have faced. This heinous, delusional behavior by one person and her minions demonstrates the lowest someone can go. My suggestion to this person is to seek professional help and realize the Pumpkin team and followers are stronger than any malcontent. So thanks, Tammy. I can't wait to see the finished charity shop training center. And for more information or to purchase Pumpkin merchandise or make a donation or learn about fundraisers, etc., visit Pumpkin and Friends Charity, where knowing is caring. Pumpkin power! Thank you for listening to Val Talks Pets. Please remember to follow or subscribe to ensure that you never miss an episode. To really help the show and to make it easier for others to find, please rate and review each episode that you find interesting and helpful. And don't forget that you can also email me at val@valtalkspets.com with topics you would like me to address or with any questions you may have. Also, check out my website at valtalkspets.com and let me know what you think and how we can improve upon it. Thanks for caring.